Welcome, pioneers and crypto enthusiasts, to a groundbreaking discussion on the Pi Network's future of AI and blockchain cryptocurrency. Today, we're excited to present Chaopeng Zhao, founder of Binance, a leading voice in the crypto world, to share his insights on how these technologies converge to revolutionize app creation and ecosystem utilities, as showcased by Pi Network's recent AI initiative on Pi Today 2025. Zhao will get into and discuss how AI powers applications like Pi App Studio, enabling anyone to build decentralized apps without coding, while blockchain ensures transparent, equitable distribution of AI-driven production. From enhancing customer support with AI bots to detecting fraud and powering trading algorithms, Zhao will explore how Pi Network's vision leverages AI and blockchain to scale next-generation utilities for a global community. Please listen.
I think AI and blockchain are very closely attached. They're both new technologies. They are separate technologies, to be precise, but they're going to be used in fairly interlaced ways. So the application will be very commingled. Blockchain offers a much more transparent way of looking at transaction data, monetary data, on-chain data, etc. And that data is now very readily available to AI, big data analysis, etc. And also with recent advancements in ChatGPT, etc. So even before that, our customer support, today 75% of our customer support inquiries are handled by an AI bot. And they usually reach somewhere between like 90% first contact resolution. So the first time they ask a question, they get a response, it usually solves the problem. We also use AI very heavily in risk monitoring. So any fraudulent transactions, market manipulations, stuff like that. Also on KYC, AML, when you have to hold a passport in front of you and take a photo, some people try to Photoshop that. Again, we use AI solutions to detect that. We use both in-house and third-party solutions to do that too. Even like, PEPs, PEP, right? Politically exposed persons, those databases, some people have similar names. Again, AI is used to detect that. And I think a lot of our clients use AI in their trading algorithms, right? So they look at charts, they look at candlesticks, and then they try to place trades. So I think, yeah, and then a lot of the blockchain and analytics software use AI in that too. So I think also blockchain helps AI too. Now, if you have artificial intelligence, right? So we could have self-driving cars that charge per ride, and they will accept you most likely crypto or some kind of digital payment. So blockchain is a native digital currency that can be used in many different machines, bots, etc. So yeah, I think we'll see them co-develop together, even though they're separate technologies. I think having OECDs recommendations is super helpful, not just to the OECD countries. I think, look, to be very frank, most regulators try to copy each other, right? But that's human nature. We all want to copy what other people are doing well, and then we try to avoid other people's mistakes. So I think having people recommending policies, regulatory framework, collaboration between regulators all around the world gives the industry a coherent set of approach on how to deal with crypto. I think largely those recommendations will be copied by the countries not in OECD. I mean, they're not going against each other. I think they'll just try to copy each other. So I think having those type of regulatory clarity is going to be super important. And we also understand not all regulatory frameworks are going to be positive from day one. There may be some tuning back and forth over time. There may be some adjustments, but having clarity is generally better than not. So I think having those countries will copy basically. If I put my regulator hat on, right? If I just want to be a simple regulator, then it's very easy. I just shut everything down, then there's no risk. But then 10 years later, my economy is gonna suck. So the good regulator would be, okay, how do I prevent a problem, or how do I reduce problems while encouraging good innovation? So that's the tricky balance. When you put, how do I get economic growth as one of my KPIs, right? So it's not just preventing everything from happening. I got to encourage economic growth. We see that there's a balance, and in different countries, again, it's actually different. Smaller countries can have much more flexible frameworks, and they just deal with problems on case-by-case basis because of the lower population, the smaller country. Whereas if you look at a large country, again, for example, like China, right? If you have a very loose regulation, there are going to be tons of scammers, there's going to be tons of fraud, stuff like that. So they have to have very harsh rules. So it's tricky. But in general, though, I would say any regulation that increases transparency, increases security are good. The regulations that prevent a complete black bans, because one problem happened, they ban everything, that's usually not good. So complete black bans of crypto exchanges, which is a pretty core part of the business in this industry today. Complete bans of mining, which is a core infrastructure. Those are just generally not good. So we need, the regulators need to understand that with fast innovation, there's bound to be some problems. Just because one problem happens, you don't kill the entire industry. And I also want to thank both of you and everybody else that's working on the OECD frameworks, the recommendations. I think that's a very, very important thing for the industry and for the globe as well. So it is a collective community effort. We do what we can. You guys are doing some really important part of the job. I think we just collectively got to try to move things forward in the most positive way possible. So yeah, thank you so much.